Hey guys! Whoa, okay. So I'm recording in landscape mode, yay, because I normally don't, so yeah. I don't know what you'll see, so good luck. But yeah, most of my viewers are blind, so I can do this. And if you're sighted and you see some random things, like, just ignore them because I'm blind, so don't know what you'll see. So I'm standing, like, by my bed and Beacon's on my bed, sleeping. You wanna say hi? No? Okay. I don't know if y'all can see her, because I normally don't film in landscape. But I had to look for a lanyard now that films in landscape, because I learned that apparently if you film in portrait mode, there's like something off to the side that it'll do, like it makes these like curtain things or something to where you can't see the whole video. So I had to record in landscape now, which I really don't care because I'm blind, I can't see it. I was born blind, so like cameras, it doesn't really matter to me. But since I'm on YouTube and I'm making videos, I kind of want to let you all see them. So, hold on one second. My thing just told me. Okay, I have low battery. Alright, so, there we go. Shh, phone. Okay, sorry, I was talking to me. Yeah, so we start field work in 2 weeks, and I'm going to, I can't see where I'm going, like the name or anything, but, I will be taking Uber for the first time ever, so go me, yay. I'm kind of nervous because, like, I've never done it before, obviously, it's my first time, and I've heard so many, like, not really negative things, like, just more, like, sketchy things about Uber, like, this one girl, posted a video recently, I'm sure you all know her, Molly Burke, she lives in Los Angeles, which is, like, huge, and she gets denied Ubers all the time, and so where the city I'm at is, like, smallish, kind of, and so I'm kind of worried that, like, the drivers will be like, oh, a dog, nope. But I'm gonna hope for the best. Yeah, so far this semester in my classes, sorry, this is a very awkward angle. I don't know what you guys are seeing. The light's kind of bothering me a little bit, so I'm gonna hold it further away. But yeah, so basically this semester we've learned about adaptive utensils. What else do we do? Eating and more like, living skills and like different things you can use. We learned how to use goniometers, which I will show eventually soon. I have an adaptive goniometer. In the summer we're going to be doing pinch and grip strength, and there's like a machine for that. Hopefully I can get it in time. I think it talks, and if not, we will invent one that does because I need it. Yeah, basically I'm still working with Beacon on the whole wheelchair thing, pulling a wheelchair with her back further. We went hiking last week for funsies with that long leash, and she is very strong. So she almost pulled me off balance. So what I'm gonna do in the future when I go hiking is just take one trekking pole, if it's like a wooded trail, and then have her guide me. Just because like it's Beacon and she loves the outdoors, like she goes nuts. So I think she would like it. So we're gonna work on that. Probably because, next week's spring break, and I need a break from, like, studying and homework, so that's why I haven't filmed for a while. It's been crazy. My Braille note broke, for, like, 3 weeks, and so, I literally lost, like, 3 weeks of notes in my classes. It's been really stressful, so I will hopefully, come back from field work and be okay and not stressed. But yeah, so I basically just, like, my, Braille note, like, all the words were combined, like, the Braille display was just stopping. It was just, like, I would type something, and it's like the Braille display couldn't catch up to what I was typing. So I called the company, and this really cool guy was like, yeah, you just have to, go to this menu that you can't really see half the time, and he showed me some really cool stuff. He's from Australia, which I was, like, really cool, because Australia. Yeah, and this semester I've also been using a lot of, sighted help for, certain things, like I went in this bathroom the other day and I couldn't find, like, the layout, and so you're not really supposed to take videos in the bathroom because of, like, privacy issues, But there was no one else in there, otherwise I would have asked them. So I take my phone out, and I do the Be My Eyes app, which is like a FaceTime with a stranger kind of thing. Basically, it's anonymous, and so you can ask whatever you want. They partner with like pregnancy test companies, stuff like that too, because it's all anonymous, so that's nice. But yeah, so I talked to this random person, and they were like, "Yeah, the sink's over there," and they explained it like right and left. It's very helpful because, like, your bathrooms are different. I hate public bathrooms. It took me like 10 minutes today to go in the bathroom because I could not find the sink. And then once I found the sink, I couldn't find the toilets. And then once I found the toilets, so then I get in the stall and I couldn't figure out where the flusher thingy was because, sometimes like the flushers, there's a foot thing and sometimes there's like a handle and sometimes they're automatic. And then I'm like, okay. So then we get out of the bathroom and I couldn't find the accessible stall, so I used one of the small ones and I had Beacon sit outside. I had her leash just because it's Beacon. And I just, shut the door and yeah. So then I was coming out and I found the sink and everything, and I trained her on finding the counters because now I can go in the bathroom and she recognizes that a counter is a sink and, take me there. The problem is, though, sometimes the counter is not a sink, or sometimes there's not soap, and you're like, where's the soap? The soap was automatic, so that was fun because I kept, like, my hand would hit it, and then it would fall down, like the soap would come out, and I was like, where'd it go? It didn't land on my hand. So it kept, like, I made this, like, huge pile on the counter, and I was like, oh, crap. Because every time I would find it, like, I wouldn't get my hand on there fast enough, and it would just fall on the counter. But yeah, and then, so I did that, and then I was turning on the sink, and that's, it was, like, really low water pressure, so there was, like, no pressure at all, and I was like, this is taking forever. So then I go and try to find paper towel. The paper towel is, like, probably, like, it's, like, on the opposite wall from the sink, which is really weird. I hate public bathrooms. And then the trash can is underneath the sink, which makes no sense because the paper towel is over on the other side. Yeah. So that's what's been going up with me so far. Technology-wise, I learned how to read tables with JAWS. There's like a table mode you go into. So that's helpful. But sometimes it's not because certain tables with certain formats don't work, so you have to still have someone read it to you. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's been new with me. Like I said, I've been hiking a lot more. What else? Beacon and I have been getting out a lot more because it's not cold and snowy anymore. It's actually nice and sunny and the birds are chirping. And Miss Beacon got lots of treats yesterday because, she wasn't guiding me at this time. She was just off harness because there was a fire alarm in my building. So we go outside, we go across the street and everything, and there's a silent killer car, as I like to call them. Basically, I just call them SKs, but silent killer cars. They're basically just like Priuses and other cars that are hybrid, that make no sound or very little sound. And she wasn't guiding me. She was just walking along beside me, and I was like, she's pulling me over there. I guess I should go over there, like, in the grass. And it was, like, we were probably, like, literally 5 feet from the curb. But she pulled me over in the grass, and I was like, what the heck's going on? Well, then suddenly, I heard the car, and I was like, it was, like, right behind me. And I was like, oh, car, okay. So, Beacon got lots of 11s because, she obviously didn't have to do that because she wasn't guiding me, and she did. So I think that's how, like, I know that I can trust her because, like, she wasn't even guiding. She just did it on her own initiative. She was like, we're not gonna die today. We're not getting hit by a car. So, yeah. We're doing a lot better this semester than last semester. She hasn't gotten sick yet. She had a couple things, like, on campus. Like, she would eat random things. Not as bad as last semester, but she's still eating some. But she's not throwing up anymore. She's tired a lot, though. She once we're done with, like, campus, she comes and she'll lay on my bed and she'll just go to sleep. Like, on the weekends, she sleeps. If I'm doing homework on, like, a Saturday. And sometimes, like, I have this bad habit of not doing anything for, like, hours. Like, I'll just sit there and do homework, and then I'm like, oh, I should probably eat dinner, And she will be sleeping, like, the whole time. Well, she'll be watching me, but she won't get up and play. But now that it's nicer outside, she's like, yeah, let's go play. And so, obviously, we do that. But yeah, so that's all that's been new with me. What else did I do? Oh, well, I have lots of stories because when I go to field work, I can share a little bit. I can't really share where I'm going or what I'm doing with patients, but I can share about like the blindness experience. I'll definitely share about me taking Uber. I want to record that, but I don't want to use all that on my phone because I'm not gonna be able to charge it during the day. So I want to make sure that I have enough battery for my phone to run normally and get Uber. And yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I get to actually go in the field and, you know, I mean, I've been preparing for this for a long time, so it'll be nice. I think I'm also a little nervous because it's my time to actually prove myself to people. There's a lot of people who are, like, they wish me luck, and they're like, wow, that's cool, you're going into this, but then in the back of their minds they're going, how's this gonna work? And I can't blame them for that, like, I want to do the same thing, you know? But I've got to try it. You know, I've been working my whole life for this, so it'll definitely be an experience. My fieldwork educator, which is basically the person that I'm going to be observing and like doing stuff with at the facility, she was very open. She's like, hey, you know, I've never had a blind person, so we're going to try this. You know, it's going to be an experience. And she was very chill, and I was like, thank you, because I don't know what I'm doing either. So yeah, it'll be interesting because there's also someone who does not like dogs at the facility. They are highly afraid of dogs. So, yeah, it'll be a new experience because Beacon is a very high energy dog. And she's literally like, the way that the place is set up, it's very small. So I won't be able to take her with me for some of the stuff. Like, we'll be in the same room because I'll be working with clients. But she won't be like right next to me. I'm a little concerned about how that'll work for her because she struggles with that a lot. Like, whenever I go home, I was home for Thanksgiving and she whined because I took a shower. And I was like 20 feet from her. So then my sister brought her in the bathroom, so now she was like 5 feet or maybe less. Probably maybe like a foot because we had like the glass door and stuff, you know, separating the shower from the bathroom. And she whined, and I was like 2 feet away. But I think if I keep her harness on her, which we're not really supposed to if they're on tie down, but in that situation we're going to, so people will leave her alone. I think she'll behave. She struggled a little bit last night. We went to like a healthcare facility, and there was some people with Parkinson's. And if you don't know, Parkinson's is basically like a tremor. There's a lot of tremors and other things. But basically, there's a shuffling gait. And she was kind of like freaked out at first because she saw them walking and she was like, why are they walking like that? Like, you could just tell like her body language. She was like, you could just feel her thinking in the harness. And I love how I can tell what she's thinking. And so I was giving her lots of treats, you know, and I was like, hey, it's okay. So then after it was over, I was like, because they had like an exercise group thing, I was like, yeah, they came over and petted her, and she was on top, and like she was going nuts because I think she was afraid of them at first, but then once she saw that they were okay and they were people, because sometimes she freaks out like with statues and stuff. She's like, that's not a person, you know. But she did great, and they loved her. She was awesome. I was so proud of her. And then the other day we had this thing. I did a CPR class, and it was a one-on-one class, so it was kind of nice. But they brought the mannequins in, and she was like, are they okay? And I had her leash around my waist, and she was like licking them, and we had to put one on the floor because I wasn't tall enough to reach the table that they had this mannequin on. So, well, comfortably at least, because I had to do CPR on them. So they put it on the floor, and they had a mask over the face, and she was like licking the mask like, should I be concerned? And she just kind of like whined, and I was like, you're fine. Like, yes, it's a mannequin who looks like a real person, but it's not a real person. So it was fun. She did good. I think it's just gonna be a lot for her to get used to. because they don't really, I mean, one, they didn't know, like, what she would be trained for, like, for me, so they can't really train a dog for every specific need. I just wish we could have focused a little bit more on hospitals. But yeah, I mean, she does really good with new situations. She gets a little stressed out at first, like with statues and mannequins and all that, but she's doing pretty good so far. She is very young still, she's only 2. So I think, like, once we get to, like, 5, we're gonna be great. Like, we're gonna be, like, that team that everybody's like, oh, look at that dog, because, no, like, right now, we're that team where everyone's like, oh, that dog looks pretty young, is she okay, and is she real, or are you training her, or my personal favorite, whose dog is that, and I'm like, mine, they're like, no, it's not, I'm like, yeah, it really is, and, and if she makes one little mistake, the world's like, oh, she must not be trained, is she gonna go back to train again, and I'm like, no, she's good, like, we're working on it, yeah, so, I'm sorry, my hand's, like, shaking, I don't know why, so I'm just gonna, I think I'm blocking the camera. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's all I have to say for now. I probably won't post anything for, like, another 2 weeks because field work and, like, spring break. I might, though, I might post something of my cats or something, I don't know. But yeah, so I want to say I finished midterms today, and I'm going home tomorrow, and yeah. So, thank y'all for watching. Again, if you want to join me on Facebook, feel free. If not, that's cool too. You can share this or whatever you want to do, I don't really care. And if you're out there and you're blind and you want to work in the medical field, I was going to say you can message me on YouTube, but that's not a thing anymore. You can comment, especially if you're going into the field of OT or OTA, occupational therapy. I would love to talk to you because I need some advice. So if you're out there and you're in OT, OTA, or you're considering it, and you're blind, please feel free to contact me somehow. So, yeah, so thank y'all. Have a good Thursday night, and hopefully, your March is coming in like a lion, and hopefully it's not, like, snowing and raining at your location. Hopefully it's sunny and nice like it is here. So, good night, everybody. You want to say good night? No? Okay. Beacon doesn't want to say good night. Bye, everybody.